Hey everyone, quick update here. This is a chart here on Bitcoin, and I wanted to just show you and give you an update of what's going on here. We are hanging around the 114, 115 range right now. Let me see if I can get a live update here. I'm just going to pull it up on my end here. Yeah, we're about 115. Um, and we're in a good zone here. We're moving up. We hit and touched at 112 or slightly under 112. It was either 111,992, depending on what platform you use, or right around 112, 36, I think, on Coinbase. And it's strong. It's a strong floor, strong resistance here. So it shot back up nicely. I think we're moving in a good direction here. But there is a chance we could hit anywhere from 108 down to 102.5. That is a pretty hard floor right now. And if we break resistance here and drop down, we're going to go somewhere into that 102.5 to 108. But if it does hit that, just so you guys know, if it does hit that, it's going to shoot up very quickly and move back up and chop back up and work its way up to the next level, which is that, 123, where we hit that new high of 123 roughly before we move up to that 125 to 135 here, either by the end of August or sometime here in September. If we break down here, it might take longer. If we stay where we are here and then move up, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape as far as Bitcoin is concerned. And that then goes to the altcoins, because first Bitcoin moves, then the altcoins move here. Let me stop this share, get another share here, and show you what we have as now buy signals. So let's start with the most important one, I think, here is Cardano. And that went right into the box nicely here. And we have a short-term buy signal. Short-term meaning if Bitcoin stays where it is and moves forward, we should move positive here with Cardano. Cardano has moved up just a little bit. It's up around 2.2% on the day. So not dramatic, but let's assume we save structure here on Bitcoin. Cardano should be moving up from here. So we also have it on a couple of other ones here as well. Let me pull up the other ones that we're looking at. Solana here also, same thing, dipped into the box, should move back up, and we should be in pretty good shape there. And one last one that we have the short-term buy signal on here, and this is Litecoin. So Litecoin also dipped in a box. A lot of these altcoins look similar. Some are still in the box or deeper into the box and might take a little bit more time to move out. But Litecoin potentially, especially if there's an announcement here in September on the ETF or sooner, then that will move up as well. But I'm still thinking Litecoin's going to be in that 350, maybe under 400, probably at or below its all-time high from last cycle. So don't expect a major, 5x, 10x or anything from Litecoin. Look for, a 3 to 4x from Bitcoin or from Litecoin here, and that'll be it. But it'll be a good one to hold long term. It should be pretty stable if it does get the ETF approval, as well as XRP whenever that happens, Solana whenever that happens. They'll all be in pretty good shape there. So far, looking pretty solid there. Everything looks good. Everything looks to have stabilized in the market. Let's hope it continues. Hopefully the trend continues this way. We had that jobs report, which sent, shockwaves through the markets last week. And, basically is going to force Powell, the Fed chairman, to reverse what he should have been doing already. He should have been reducing rates. Didn't pay attention to it. He's been a bugger here. And now with that jobs report being downwardly revised drastically and unemployment going up, he's going to probably be forced here. I think through Poly Markets, there's an 89.1% chance that the rate will be dropped in September. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's dropped a half a point, just like he did last year. And he's always too late. This guy is just a mess. The sooner they get him out as the Fed chairman, the better. Obviously, the sooner we get rid of the Federal Reserve, we'd be better off. But as long as we're stuck in the system and still have him here, we've got to deal with it. But I'm looking at that being another driver to then further push up these markets here in the fall. If he does drop rates here, and I think it's September 17th would be the next Fed meeting. If If he does drop rates, you're going to look at altcoins really going parabolic, as well as Bitcoin continuing its push up to the 140 to 152 range, call it, before the cycle does come to an end. But it might run well into 2026 here. We will see how far this goes and keep you posted on what I see and what I feel is happening in the markets. But I just want to give you guys a quick update. Everything looks pretty good right now. Things look to have stabilized unless we get this next push down here in Bitcoin, which hopefully we don't. Hopefully we hold the structure that we have right now and move up, and then we're going to be in pretty good order, moving up to that one, breaking the all-time high of 123 and getting to the 125 to 135 range. And then hopefully then moving up to the 140 to 152 range beyond that after a check back. But the altcoin should do pretty well. We're going to keep an eye on Bitcoin dominance and other things. That'll be another video. And we'll just, have to see what happens here. Keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully everything stays solid. Catch you in the next video.